returning back to the stage in the Bronx. The Jay-Z concert is happening, y'all. Whoa.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I was like,
yeah, like
you be like,
wait, are we big book? Wait,
yo, that's
because he want to be on a bigger stage than the Barclays. Like, don't really.
Wait, is that the reason?
No, it's really not. I'm not a Jay-Z fan.
Oh.
I mean, and that's okay, you know.
It's not. It's actually
no.
How is it not okay? I mean, she don't gotta like everybody from Brooklyn.
You know, I like everybody from Jay-Z is just.
What you said last
week?
He's Beyonce's husband.
That's crazy. If somebody wants to say that, I might walk away from like the conversation.
No. Jay-Z has his own separate title. I know who Jay-Z is, but I'm just.
So you're not excited for the show?
No.
That is.
I think the show's gonna be amazing. I ain't even gonna lie. The ticket prices.
It's also
that's probably not a. No. That's $500.
Terrace.
Oh, that was like nosebleeds.
I saw minimum $700.
I also like the mid level is like going for like
$25. Y'all gonna get crazy when y'all find out how much I paid for Usher, so I ain't even worried.
How much you pay for
That's
Usher?
okay.
Because look,
I'm not gonna hold you, but like we
though.
saw Usher at Dreamville. Usher probably had the second best performance out of the weekend.
I paid
Yeah, Usher like.
Whoa. I'm not gonna say second. He probably was third or fourth.
No,
third or fourth.
So wait, so who was top two?
Because Drake and J.
Well,
Cole.
for you,
Drake and J. Cole.
When they was together, they was on stage together.
No, but we're not counting that as one performance.
He's separating them.
All right, so who's third? Because you saying it's not Usher.
He might be third or fourth. Because I ain't gonna lie, we got up there and damn, who was that from Chicago? That really was Dirk was insane on it. I ain't gonna lie.
I would have
Dirk was
insane.
Yeah, I would have been like,
okay.
I fuck with Dirk Heavy, so I was
really.
so.
But I'm also like a avid concert guy, so you know, 900 that's pretty reasonable.
I mean, for Usher and Jay-Z, like I put them like in this. Well, Usher's an entertainer. Like Usher, you know, he's gonna take his shirt off. He's gonna do the whole nine. That's gonna, you know, Jay-Z's not obviously he's not doing that. So my thing with I'm excited for the show. Am I gonna go? I don't know. But So I think there's also a difference between Reasonable Doubt and Blueprint. Blueprint is more of, I think, something you can perform live as opposed to Reasonable Doubt. But so I always get happy, like we were just mentioning with Michael B. Jordan, when people get their flowers. Like this is 30 years later and Jay-Z can still. I think I was telling them in the chat, the boys group chat. I think this is a rollout to Jay-Z doing the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah.
That's truly what
I believe.
That's what I believe this is. I think this is the rollout. That's what I'm saying. I think all this is in tie. He's going to drop the album by the summertime or after the summer, and he's going to do the Super Bowl next February. That's what I think is going to happen.
One thing I say, him and Beyonce, they are very smart business people.
They are the business.
They do their big one.
Yeah, they do.
And you know what's crazy too? I like. It was about 2 weeks ago. I saw a throwback Jay-Z concert, which is crazy because now that they announced this, I saw a throwback Jay-Z, and when I tell you the energy in there was crazy.
Yeah, like I feel like the concert is gonna be fire.
He do his H to the Izzo.
Yeah.
He did it in Yankee Stadium. Come on, Britt.
That's like
I'm not saying
that's New York stamp.
Yeah, I'll be hyped for that, but I'm not a.
And so not to even switch topics because he's also doing that, but he's also doing the Roots picnic.
Yeah, he is doing
Did you see the lineup for that?
Yes, I did.
That lineup is insane, bro. Erykah Badu, you got Mariah the Scientist, Kalani's in there, Wale,
It's gonna be a nice little.
Jermaine Dupri in Philly. That's gonna be a move.
And it said Jermaine Dupri
Yeah,
in France, so you got Bow Wow.
I mean, they're gonna be on the vlog with the Crystal Rock deodorant. So I don't know if I'm really gonna be feeling like that. I might rather be at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
On the low, but the better thing with the picnic is Jay-Z had to do his whole discography, so he could do Otis, all this whole shit. The concert Yankee Stadium is just Reasonable Doubt in the Blueprint, so it's kind of like.
I think he gonna bring out people.
For sure.
For the picnic?
No.
For the
album?
for sure.
It's like I don't know because there's only like he's not bringing out Foxy Brown, so Foxy Brown's a Reasonable Doubt, but she got her hearing issue shit, so I don't know if she's still doing concerts.
I think it's more so gonna be like Miss Bleak for sure.
Oh yeah. I think they should. Eminem is on that one.
We might see.
I think so. Yeah.
We might see like.
I would love to see Eminem.
Like that's like
we may see a Freeway Benny Siegel pop out.
Like that, Swiss Beats.
It's gonna be lit. I'm just.
I feel like that's something they should definitely stream. Like Amazon should definitely pick it up.
No, for sure. If it's
I don't
not
think
already in the works.
I don't even think he has title anymore, does he?
Nah, I think
He sold that John, right? I think he sold that John.
All I know is the Unks is gonna have a good time.
Yo,
The Unks are gonna have a good time.
I'm not an unk yet.
Yo, I saw something that
Okay.
All right.
said, y'all would be a rich auntie so bad.
I was just trying to throw labels on us.
I'll take the title. That's fine.
But I saw something that said like this is like the old man summer right now. The way it's looking like with the concerts, that's
Yeah,
lined
you gotta
up.
go a little bit longer. You gotta get some
Gotta get some salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's not unk yet.
There's gonna be a few people there with the towel.
Right.
Under the
Towel.
fitted.
That's
Under
a
the fitted.
fact. I'm looking forward to going in like big jersey.
So you're definitely going.
I'm gonna say it's a definite. I'm gonna be honest with
Okay.
you. You're gonna see me in there. Probably big jersey in there.
Shout out to Jersey, man.
No, not New Jersey. Like a big jersey.
You're right, your big.
Not New Jersey. Not
Not
the
New
state.
Jersey.
Not the state.
Not
I thought you still shouting Michael B. Jordan this year.
Michael B. Jordan, you gotta shout out. That's my boy. You know,
So speaking of concerts, I don't know if y'all saw it. You can switch to Yo That's Crazy segment. Brittany, I'm gonna start off with you. So Jill Scott has recently said that when she's doing her upcoming concert tour, there's no cell phones allowed.
That's crazy.
What is that's why I fits the segment. What are your thoughts on that, Brittany?
I record everything. Like, I gotta have the memories. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, right? If you really want to talk about like Jill Scott, her concert's kind of like some porn type stuff.
She's a
Like,
raunchy, she's a
yeah, like she be. I would want to
definition of a
go
sex
just to see what she be doing because the
hype is crazy.
Yeah, the hype is crazy. But not having your phone at a concert is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I need y'all to
think that's
hear
wild.
when I post on Instagram how bad I sing. I don't even care because I had a song. Like,
Yeah. Like I need proof of it.
yeah,
I was there.
Yeah, like, I was there.
I
Did
was
you
there.
see
Did
that?
you
'Cause
see
I was
her?
there.
Also, my thing is like, if that's what you promote, that's what you promote. Like if you freaked out, you freaked out.
Right.
It's
I mean,
okay.
It's okay.
I think that's maybe I'm in the minority. I'm not sure what Jordan stands. I'm okay with this. Like I don't see like.
100%.
Oh, really?
100%. That's my stance.
Like
Wow.
so aside from Dreamville, so even Dreamville, like that was one of my best concerts. I don't go back and look at that footage.
I do.
You may so like the way like a perfect example I'll say, and I'm not trying to throw shade at her, but like Cardi B's concerts right now, tickets are insane. Shout out to Cardi, Big Moms.
Yeah.
But
she's going
I
to-
can't think this week.
Yeah,
It's
this Wednesday, Thursday. But I feel like I've already seen her concert already on social media.
yeah, that makes sense.
Like I feel like I've already, I've already like so if I bought 4 seats, I'm like, yo, I already know the set list. Like, knowing the set list is alright, but now I know the wardrobe changes. I know when she's gonna twerk. I know when she's gonna sit in the chair. I know the whole,
Right, but like, what
concert.
if you have like Alzheimer's or dementia?
I'm being right.
And you want to remember that, like, you know?
That was
And you,
something.
yeah, like,
great.
it's true though. Like, you go back in your phone and be like, you know what?
If
You were
actually
there.
go back and look at concerts, like, yo,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front when Chris Brown concert happened or whatever. I knew. Yeah, shout out to
I was there.
Once we all
that's a quick moment. We
Oh, yeah, Wait, you was there too?
Yeah, Barclays.
Oh,
No, not that one. Not that
My
one.
life.
I was in that life.
Yeah, my life. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Shout out to Brooklyn again.
No, but when it comes to this topic, I'm gonna be honest with you. When people grab moments and stuff like that, I feel like that's cool when you grab a moment. But when you just sitting there with your phone out recording the whole thing, I don't agree with that. Because to me, I like it to be like a live in the moment type of thing. You gonna grab that memory more with you experiencing it, because you get like a full body experience of you enjoying the music. The music goes through your body, you vibing, everything good. And the experience is better to me when you don't have that phone out, because now you're distracted. You only seeing everything through your phone screen. So I'm big on that. If I'm with somebody at the car, you seen when we was at Dreamville, I'm like, yo, put your phone down. Like, yo, experience it.
Like I remember when they was going hit for hit with Drake. He was like, yo, I got more in the tank. And I'm like, yo, like it's like I really feel like it's a different experience when you just like, you're like, like these concerts are being recorded anyway. So like I could pull a clip from there. Like all I gotta do is post a sound. You know I'm there. Like I don't have to like I'm there. Like
No, I don't think we're not saying we in Instagram has to know we there. It's for us to know, like, we went, like, for our experience. So, like, I'm not recording the whole concert. I'm not doing that. But it's certain parts where I'm recording that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to remember this part, you know, like, or even when they come out on the, you know, on the floor and they walk you through, like, I want to record.
Like something like that, yeah, I get that. Like those I get, like those I get.
Like the Usher part, like he could have gave someone a cherry right next to me, and I'm recording it. I was right there.
It's true.
Not to get off topic. You think Corey would have been crazy if Usher would have gave you the cherry?
Corey, I would have been a sequel.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, not that I would have been like,
No, this is so funny because that's been a debate. Like we've been talking about that or whatever. I was like, if Usher gave me a cherry, like, what's up? Like, it's for the experience, right?
You know what though? I feel like if I'm there and Usher gave her the cherry, I'll be cool with it unless you start going crazy. You start going crazy, I was like,
I'm not gonna lie, most of the time it's him.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah,
he be pushing it.
But women do be like, oh, this is my time to shine.
I'm crazy right now because I mean, I'm single, so it's what it is. But if my girl was to get a cherry from Usher like that, I'm out the door.
But you just said last. You know what? We're not even doing this.
But that's what I'm saying. If she's not going crazy,
this is the one that keeps his good exes on Instagram as friends.
Oh,
but your current girlfriend can't take a cherry from Usher?
Nah, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That
doesn't align. That doesn't align.
I mean, it's not like she's doing the Chris Brown joint. Now the Chris Brown joint, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're big single after that.
So let me ask you, who's a celebrity, a female celebrity that you know?
We were so much before. I told you, Tim, I love her. Like,
so if she call you on stage. She call you on stage and your girlfriend like, don't go.
Nah, I won't go. If
Tim's call you on stage to give you a lap dance.
I won't go.
I'm gonna be honest, you gotta hold that one. you gotta hold that one.
You're not going.
I'm not going.
You gotta hold that one.
Everybody at Tim's right now.
Can we make this happen?
Well, would you be understandable? If she like, yo, Corey, get on stage right now.
That was the thing. So his person is SZA. So I'm like, yo, if SZA.
Tim's and SZA's like in the same room.
Yeah. So I'm like, but the crazy part is
to cut your story. I'm sorry. Just hold that. But when I was at the SZA concert, SZA was looking directly at me, singing to me, and that was everything. I was just like, oh, I almost melted to the floor. I was like, oh damn.
But you be like, SZA, do you remember doing that?
Remember this?
One day I'm gonna meet SZA, and I'm gonna tell her about that, and I'm gonna just.
But you see,
look into the camera.
You made my night. That's it.
If he would have had his phone out, he could have recorded that, and then you could have tagged.
That's true, but guess what? I got that memory forever.
Yeah, great.
But you got no proof that it's true.
Right. So right now you're a liar.
This could be false.
That's crazy.
Now I'm hurt.
That's crazy.
Your memory is torn.
No, it's still there. You know why? Because I ain't have my phone up.
So you feel like really? So this is something. So if you was to go to the concert, so you want to go to a concert to tell you cannot come. If you in order to enter this concert, you cannot bring your phone. You're not going.
I probably would just for like that once in a lifetime experience, but I prefer to have my phone and record what I want to record or something like that.
What about you, Delilah?
It depends on the artist.
I was gonna say that's what I was gonna say because like me and you were talking about this earlier was like I went to Benito when he was at Yankee Stadium and that was an out of body experience to see that. So you know what I'm saying? So and I think I only have like 1 or 2 videos on my phone from that concert. Yeah. So I think it for me it also would depend on the artist naturally, and I'm not the biggest concert lover anyway to begin with, but definitely I think it would have to be somebody like Benito, Cole. Probably Wild Wave. Like there's a handful of artists that I would say.
Even Drake.
I don't know why he's not.
I've seen
Drake because he was.
No, because no, how many times I've seen Drake though?
No, but I'm saying name him.
Right.
Name him.
No, but like
name dropping like everybody else.
So I've seen Drake. I seen Drake at Dreamville, and I saw him 3 times when he was at the Garden. So I've seen him enough times to know like I don't. He's like off the checklist to me mentally.
No.
I've told Jordan like I'm like yo, he's like Drake to me. He's not I don't think he's the greatest performer all the time, but he has enough hits in the tank and he's engaged enough to. It's a good concert. You're not gonna be disappointed in this concert. It's like I'll always give him love when it comes to that. I never take that away from him.
That's true. I mean, and I've been to like everyone he's ever,
But what you so you'll definitely go to a concert if you had to tuck your phone away.
100%. 100%. Like I said, I barely have my phone out now when I go. Like, you know, I do get a couple videos and stuff like that, but mostly my phone is in my pocket. And, like, you know, I like to experience, like, whatever show they're trying to put on, that's what I try to experience. So I try to get the whole thing. Like, I don't know if y'all remember when I was telling y'all, like, with the whole Kanye West thing, because Kanye is probably, like, one of the biggest innovators when it comes to, like, you know, performance and giving people a show. And I'll never forget, like, he made it literally, it was a snowstorm during the concert, and he made it snow in the building. So, like, if I had my phone out, I wouldn't really be able to experience that as much as, like, you know, you looking up and you just like, damn, it's really snowing in here.
That's fine.
What about you, Zala?
Like I said, yeah, I definitely would. It depends on the artist. Like, I saw Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico, and that concert was phenomenal. I felt like I was at a party. It felt like I was at home.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't
But you
feel
recorded
like that.
little.
I did record, but like, if he made it like don't record, I would have had a blast there without it. Like, I didn't need it at all.
I think the only problem comes to some of those concerts is, and I'm gonna just throw them under the bus, is the DJs. Because I think in order to do a concert like that, the DJs have to be like on point, because there be times where they have to warm up DJ. He's playing hits, and I'm like, yo, bro, like you think this is a hit, but it's not. You're not to get the crowd is not. The crowd is not feeling it, bro. Like you got to read the room, big bro. Like you're not doing that right now. So I think that would be a big part into it. But other than that, like I think I would be open to it, even especially like I get like when it comes to comedy, I get it because you don't want your material getting out there for people to see. But when it comes to concerts, I think this is such a precedent. I think some artists are gonna adopt this policy because.
So y'all go to Joe Scott concert, like just to see what she.
Nah, I don't.
I just
Joe got some hits though, so if you go, I mean.
Sing one of her songs right now.
Look.
Like for like
right now.
Don't throw me on the spot like that. Like, I'm just saying, like.
name 5 songs.
Name 5 songs right now.
Alright, I'll probably be there. I'm just saying, like, she won't be like my first. She won't be like my first choice. But if somebody was like, "Yo, I'm going to this Jill Scott concert. You want to pull up with me?" I'd be like, "Yeah," because I love music. So just the experience in itself, you know, and just to get exposed to more music that she has, you know.
So shifting topic.